Hey, so this is another video about mindset around the empath, the sensitive woman that you are. Okay, so in order for you to move forward, it's important that you start rewiring your brain so that it helps the transition and the process rather than kill it. And this is a very important step, but I'm going to focus on one thing for this video because I need you to get it. When something happens to you in terms of you as a human being, okay, that can happen to any one of us. It happened to me, okay? That can start in a very early, young age, at a very young age, or I've watched my mom doing it. So for me, kind of like I got nurtured through that mindset and it became mine until I had to realize that I had to ditch that mindset. When an empath especially goes through some traumas, okay, in her or his life. I'm going to specifically talk about her because this community is feminine. So when you go through a trauma, you start playing the victim. Okay, maybe you've learned that. Again, I've learned that from my mom. I'm not mad at her. She still does it. I used to do it. And in some places of my life, I realized that I get caught up in that because it's a habit, but I'm aware of it. So in order for you to change, you need to drop this victimhood mindset. And the first time someone told me about this, I was like, no, I'm not the victim here. Like, and I realized that it was true. I realized that this person who was my mentor at the time nailed it. I was caught up in stories like, I cannot build my business like you were saying. I cannot do the things that you do. I cannot wake up at 5 and do this. And my coach was like, when are you going to stop playing the victim? It comes back to you can do everything that you're meant to be doing. But as long as you hear and listen to that voice that keeps you stuck in this present situation of pain, you're never going to be able to move forward. There is something comfortable for people to be addicted to the pain. We are humans, okay? We're not we're not gurus. I'm human. Like I have emotions. You guys have too. We have ups and downs. It's not that if I'm sitting here teaching you these things, I don't have highs and lows. I have my highs and lows. It's how you respond to life that it's different. I promise you this. So instead of clinging on to the story of what happened to you, oh my God, my mother was never there for me and she neglected me. I had to be the mother and that sucked and blah, blah, blah. And I get the pain, believe me. My mother never nurtured me the way I needed to be nurtured either. But when are you going to stop clinging on to that pain and resentment and you start mothering yourself as you should? Because at the end of the day, you chose all of this. That's the hard truth. People don't want to really acknowledge is they do not want to really invite this truth in. They would rather avoid it. But avoidance keeps you stuck. So I would like for you to write this down in your journal or in the community discussion. In what areas are you keeping yourself safe by playing the victim of your story? And I really want to make sure that you hear this. The victim is someone who does not see solutions to exit the situation, the pain that she is in, to make it tangible. Let's just say that you're in an abusive relationship and you're like, oh my God, this has happened to me. There's no other way. I'm stuck. I have no money, blah, blah. Like, I'm saying blah, blah, blah because I was there. That's my story. You don't see me telling that story anymore because I don't believe it. When I hear that, I'm like, I don't, straight up telling you, I don't believe you cannot exit that. I don't care what you say or what you tell to yourself. I left. I had no money. I saw things that you wouldn't even imagine that I saw. But help came when you are truly stepping into your power and you tell the universe that you are committed to doing better, to become this person, to better yourself, to heal, to protect yourself, to step up and speak your truth. The universe always rewards you with help. And help came to me when I most needed it. And it's still coming in many different forms. So I personally do not believe when someone tells me that there's no other way of doing something, because there is. You're just not wanting to acknowledge that. You're not wanting to see the possibilities of a different life because you're scared, and I get it. But that's being in the victimhood and be like, this is happening to me and there's no way out. The hero of the story, if you watch all of the Disney movie, the Hollywood movie, they all have this plot of like the hero. The hero has to go through something dark to actually access her or his strength. Otherwise, if there's no challenge, you will never know how strong you are. Think about this, right? You will never know. So what they're showing me, my spirit guides, like I have this great image. I love Hercules' story. Hercules, that's how you say it, Hercules in Italian. I love this mythological story. You can watch Harry Potter and find the same exact thing. But Hercules had to go through a lot of monsters that tried to kill him all the time to build his own strength, to fight the darkness. And in a lot of the hero stories, the darkness is within you. They're your demons. So I wouldn't look at your demons like they're bad. I would say, oh my God, I can defeat this. I'm the hero of my story. Therefore, I'm choosing not to live in this freaking shitty environment anymore. Whether that's your job with an ugly boss, whether that's the school that you're attending, whether that's your relationship, whether that's your friendship, whether that's the village you're in or the town you're in or the city, it doesn't matter. You can leave right now. You can change right now. Do not let fear keep you stuck. There's no greater disappointment in life than being stuck in fear. So this is like one message for you today, but with a great concept. In order to change, you have to stop playing the victim, that everything happened to you. And you need to start saying everything happened for me to be a hero. to change the story, to break a pattern, to break a generational lineage and pattern of my family for centuries. There's no greater honor than to be in that powerful place. So I'm going to leave you with this. So I want you to respond to this question to yourself, or like in your journal or in the community. I would love for you to share it. When we share, we make it real. And then we move forward. So it's kind of like it helps you so much more than doing it by yourself, because you're seen. And if you let others see you, you will grow. And the question is, in what area are you playing the victim? In what areas of your life are you playing the victim? And if you want to go a step forward, what is the next step for you? Don't go 10 steps ahead. What is the next step? That's all. So I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in another video, and can't wait to read your thoughts.